Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Today I have kind of a random video. I picked up a couple Huda Beauty products. This is her corrector, which I've been meaning to try, and then her new One Coat Mascara. Now I intended to use these in like a get ready with me, but this mascara, I've tried it and I just wanted to do a dedicated video on this just because, I don't know, I have some thoughts. Also, I'm going to try her new FAUXFILTER color corrector. I love her original concealer in this line, and yeah, that's what we're doing today. Hopefully it'll be quick, simple, and you'll get some information of these products. So Huda came out with a corrector. I got mine in the color peach, which is light pinky orange for light to medium skin tones. This runs for $30, and it's a lightweight color corrector that corrects and evens, brightens the under eyes, yada yada yada. Medium coverage, natural finish. I know this came out a while back, but I love her actual concealer so much that I really wanted to try this out. I'm a huge fan of color correctors. I think, you know, they make a big difference. So that's the color peach right there. I think it's gonna work well for me. I'm gonna swatch the NARS in the color light, and then, which is this one right here, and then the Charlotte Tilbury in the color medium. That way we can kind of see the colors. Okay, so I completely put the Charlotte Tilbury on top of the peach one from Huda. So this is the NARS in light, obviously very different undertone. This is the most intense one, which is from Huda. Maybe I should have gotten the lighter one. And this is the Charlotte Tilbury medium. This is the one I use all the time. But you know, I feel like if I fade this out, well, no, it keeps quite a lot of color there. So I did swatch the lighter one from Huda, and it looked, I would say, a little bit more like this. It was maybe a little bit more pink, so that's why I went for this one. We'll see. Let's try it on. So I'm gonna add on one side, and I'm gonna add a little bit just because, you know, when you color correct, you don't need to put a lot. I'm gonna take a brush and blend this out. Ooh, I don't know. I think this may be too dark for me. I do think that it blended out, but it just seems like it's too dark for me. Should I adjust a little bit right here where it's the darkest? I probably should have picked the lighter shade, but we'll make this work right now. You definitely have to use a concealer on top of this because obviously it's too deep, and the undertone, it is like a peach color. Now I have these NARS ones. This, for example, I can use by itself, the Impossible Dream. This color I can use, it's kind of like a corrector, but also kind of brightens. This is definitely like a straight up corrector. So yeah, honestly, I'm not sure right now. I kind of don't like the color. I'm going to put the Kulfi concealer over it to see how it looks. I think it's going to work good. And then I'm going to put the Kulfi concealer here without anything. That way we can see the difference. I mean, it looks nice right now with the concealer on top of it. But I still see some spots here where maybe there's, see right there, maybe there's a little bit too much peachiness coming through. So I definitely see a difference with and without. I think with has more coverage, and the texture worked really well. I don't feel like it looks heavier on the side that has the corrector under it, which is great. The corrector feels lighter in texture, not quite as creamy as the concealer from Huda. I intentionally didn't use her concealer because that one has a lot of coverage and usually kind of covers my dark circles, but this Kulfi is more of a medium coverage, so having a little bit of a peachy undertone or a corrector under kind of helps. But I don't know, I think I should have gotten the other color. I was so convinced this would be good for me, but I think the other one probably would have been a little bit more flattering. What do you guys think? This is with and without. Now I kind of want to take this off and put the corrector under and the concealer on top so I can match, because I'm gonna, you know, be busy. But I definitely see a little bit more darkness right here than I see it here. So it did correct. It did a good job. It blended in really well with the concealer. Like, I like all that. So I think, you know, just be aware that the colors are more intense maybe than you would think. And maybe the lighter one would work better. But that's just initial thoughts. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to wipe this off. Just put the corrector first, concealer after, and then we'll move to mascara. Okay, so I just applied the corrector here. I was just more careful with the amount that I applied. So I was very careful to only put it right where I needed. I put like one dot and spread it. And I feel like it looks so much better. Like, it's still a little peachy, but it's not overtaking the eye look. So I think what I did wrong on this one is I added just too much, because you need so little of this. I know it says medium coverage, but this is pretty intense. So I feel like this looks better. I didn't put the concealer on top of it, but I wanted to show you just how it looks if you're just a little bit more careful than I was on first application. So I finished doing the concealer. I added a little powder, kind of touched up everything. And so initial thoughts with this one, I think it's nice. It blended it nice. I didn't see even having issues with my concealer. But right now, I prefer the Charlotte Tilbury one. I like the ease of use of this one. I like that it's not quite as pigmented, so it's easy for me to just stick my finger in there and like tap it on. I do wonder if I had just a little bit of a lighter color than this one, which is the lightest one, if maybe I would feel like it would be just as easy, because of how pigmented this is, and it's kind of deep. I feel like I need to be very careful with how much I apply. So no complaints really on this one. I like the texture. I like the blendability. It did its job, but I probably, you know, again, the color's probably not the best for me. Now let's move on to the reason I wanted to make this video. It's this mascara right here. This is the Huda Beauty One Coat Wow Mascara. Now I've tried this once and I loved it. I have not seen any reviews on this mascara. However, I have seen that Charlotte Holdcroft put a video out on this mascara. I intentionally did not watch it because I didn't want my feelings to be swayed. But I already have my thoughts on this because I've tested this out yesterday. So this runs for $23. The price is actually acceptable. Like, I don't think it's too high. It's a high-end mascara, but it doesn't seem like it's, you know, close to the $30. It's a volumizing, curling, lengthening, and you're supposed to get this extreme volume, length, and everything with just one coat. And it's supposed to be curling. Now, when I tested this out the other day, I did curl my lashes. So today I'm gonna try not to curl one lash at least and see how it does. So the packaging, you know, it's quite simple, nothing special. It's this bright pink. I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but it's not bad. The wand is a little bit different. It has, you know, those tiny little spikes that most of the time hurt my eyes. And it has all these indentations throughout. So one side you could kind of comb out. I don't know if you guys can tell right there that the spikes are more rounded, and if you turn it on this side, there's a dip there. Now I am going to put one good mascara coat. There you go, this way. And I'm just gonna show you a quick, you know, before and after. This is a mascara that is good for volume and a lot of drama. And when they said one coat, I mean, I put 3 strokes through this, and did you see the amount of volume, of length? Everything happened so quickly. I definitely put like 2 to 3 coats of mascara all the time. Like, I don't play around with mascara unless it's like a natural look. Like right now I have more of a, you know, natural look, so I probably wouldn't necessarily want to put this intense mascara. But if I have a lot of shadow, I will put mascara just to kind of match the look. But today I don't want to put anything on my lids, so you can kind of see, you know, how this performs. Again, this is one coat, and you can kind of comb through it this side. With this side, you can kind of comb through and separate those lashes, and it does actually a really good job. So that is one coat, and I didn't even have to work hard for it. I am amazed. I am so amazed. Now, when I tested this out, I'll be honest, I only put one coat. I did not want two coats because I thought maybe it would look very fake, and with my minimal makeup, I really didn't want it to be extra. But today we're gonna try two coats. I mean, I think it's amazing. Now, the biggest issue I have in mascara is that they transfer. I mean, I don't know. My lashes are quite long, so it's usually on the bottom that it transfers, because it, like when I smile, the lashes touch my cheeks, so there's like mascara everywhere. Even the most, I don't know, long-lasting mascaras, unless they're tubing, the only ones I can use that actually don't smudge on me whatsoever are tubing mascaras. And even waterproof, they smudge on me. I don't understand it. But this one, I wore it on my lower lashes yesterday, and it did not smudge. The one thing I've noticed on one side is that this left one were like two crumbs. After I was done applying the mascara and my makeup, I noticed that there were two crumbs of mascara, almost like flakes. But that was it throughout the whole day, and I wore this till midnight. So that's just very exciting. Okay, so again, should we do two lashes? Okay, let's do the second coat here. Again, this is my first time trying the second coat, because, like I mentioned, I didn't want this much volume. I have no words. This is too much for me, honestly. This looks fake. I can't wrap my head around this mascara. If you are, you know, into more clean look, more simple, run away from this, because this will give you the most intense lashes of your life. I'm just shocked. Now, the one issue that you will run into this is that they can get clumpy if you don't comb through them. I mean, I just feel like they look fake. Like, dang, that's something. Like, this is just, I've never had a mascara that performed like this, and I've tried every single mascara probably on the market. I've never experienced something quite like this. Now, if, you know, I were extra, which I usually am, I would get a comb for your lashes and comb my lashes. I have this one right here from Real Techniques, and I would just go and make sure that the lashes are separated enough, you know. I don't think it's terrible, but it does have the tendency, you know, if you keep applying and applying, that they can get clumpy. But I mean, you do not need two coats. You do not need two coats, which is amazing. So I'm just going to try to separate this a little bit more and then add a little bit more mascara, because this is definitely taking some of that mascara off. To be honest, I kind of regret using that spoolie because it kind of removed some of the mascara, and if anything, clumped my lashes together. I feel like the combs on this end are doing a better job at separating them. Yeah, I think that was a mistake I did. I shouldn't have done that. So, you know, disregard that. But this does have a good bristle on one side that kind of goes in and separates. So now that we have a crazy amount of mascara, I'm going to put on this side just one coat the way I would normally wear it. And I just think one coat, it's at its prettiest. Like, you do not need more than one coat of this mascara. The one thing that I'm very curious about is how will this last or dry down throughout the weeks, because of the formula, it's almost sticky. So I'm curious if it's just gonna get super clumpy the more it dries down. Like in a couple weeks, will it keep its strength and not get too clumpy? I don't know, we'll see. I do like the wand. I feel like I have control with the wand because there's different sides. So one I can comb, one I can apply a lot of volume, one I can kind of wiggle at the root and get a lot of product there. So yeah, I'm just curious about that. So here we have one coat, and then what was this, 2, and then I used this comb, and then I had to add a little bit more. So this is just too much. It's clumpy. It's just too clumpy, too much for me. I like this better. And honestly, the length, there's not that big of a difference. I think with one coat, it's just a little bit more, not softer, but compared to this one, it's just a little bit more organized and less clumpy. Now, this mascara is not for the faint of hearts. This is a heavy mascara. This will, give you so much volume, a little bit of clumpiness. It will curl your lashes. Like, my lashes are almost touching my, what is this called? Brows. So yeah, this is not for everybody. However, if you want a ton of volume, you don't mind just a little bit of clumpiness, you want just pow, lots of lash, I think you're gonna love this. Like, it's just absolutely insane how much volume it gives. I'm gonna do a little bit on the lower lash line. I'm gonna try to wipe pretty much as much product off as I can and barely touch my lower lashes, because this will, I don't know, be too much. Yeah, it's already too much. I'm gonna pinch it. Okay, my friends, so this is how the mascara looks. I put on the top, bottom, a few coats. Now, okay, now that I played with it a little bit more, yesterday I did a really quick one coat and I loved it. What I've noticed with this is the more you fuss with it, the harder it gets to work with. So I think the best is just one coat. Make sure you kind of comb through it, and it's just gonna give you nice volume, curling, slight clumpiness, and some separation. The more you layer this, the clumpier it gets. And so I don't love that about it. It just ends up being a little bit, spidery or fake looking. Not that mascaras don't look fake, but you know what I mean. So I think for me, I enjoy for an everyday makeup to have a very clean, simple mascara. I like the Married one. I like separation, and I really like the Ilia one or the YSL Brown mascara as an incredible everyday. Now this is taking everything up a notch. Like, everything is more intense, more dramatic, more clump. So it's a mascara that you need to like this style of mascara. But if you do and you're looking for that volume and just like a lot of lash, this is incredible. I don't think I've ever met a mascara that gave me such intense a volume, curl, everything, darkness with just one coat. Usually I have to build 2-3 coats to get, quite a lot of volume. But at the same time, the effect that this one gives is just a little bit more clumpy than I personally prefer on a day-to-day basis. Will I use this? Yes, it's gonna be a great one for when I have heavier makeup or eye looks, but I probably wouldn't use it on a day-to-day, just like today. I feel like it's just too much with my simple makeup. But I think this is a very unique mascara. It is a very, I think, revolutionary. I've never tried something that's quite this intense and dramatic from first coat. It's a little bit on the stickier side, which just makes sense because like the product gets stuck to your lashes. However, when I removed it last night or the other day, I can't remember, I had no issues. The YSL Lash Clash is my favorite. That thing, I need to work to remove that product. But this one, I had no issues removing it. I used an oil cleanser or makeup remover and it came right off much easier than the YSL one. So, what are your thoughts on this mascara? I feel like this is just so out of nowhere it came out and it's just one coat. It's all you need. In my opinion, the best look you are going to get is with just one coat. Two coats, personal opinion, it's just a little bit much. By the way, this is the box that it looks like. Just packaging, it's okay. Not my favorite, but I don't care as long as the mascara wears. And I think the biggest plus is that it doesn't smudge. So that's everything for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I don't think I've ever done a just mascara review on my channel, so this probably is new for me, but I thought this was just kind of new and innovative. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give me a thumbs up and I'll see you in the comments down below and in my future video. Bye.